Welcome everyone. My name is Erin and this is a 30-minute level 2 Vinyasa class. So this is good for practitioners who maybe want more challenging practice or maybe have a little yoga experience under their belt. But please feel free to modify whatever doesn't work for your body. This practice should suit you. So let's start on the top of our mat. We're going to bring our feet parallel to each other, hip width apart, and just relax your arms down, palms face forward, shoulders drop down and back for Samasthiti. On your inhale, sweep your arms up. And as you exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold and step back to a high plank pose. Pause here, shoulders over wrist. If you need to, you can always put your knees down. And just take a moment to feel that strength pressing out through the heels, reaching the heart forward. On your exhale, release the knees down to the mat. We'll hug our elbows towards each other as we drop down into chaturanga, pushing up into cobra or up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take 5 full breaths here, inhaling through the nose, exhaling with sound through the mouth. As we exhale, bend the knees, look between the thumbs, walk or hop the feet all the way up between the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. And hands come through heart center, Samasthiti. Let's do that again. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, step back to high plank pose. Pause here. Knees up or down. Hug the elbows in towards your ribs for chaturanga. Push up into up dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. 5 full breaths here. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. As we exhale, bend the knees, look between the thumbs, walk or hop the feet between the hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. And hands come through heart center, Samasthiti. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, step back, high plank. Knees up or down for chaturanga on the exhale. Inhale, your back bend, up dog or cobra, and exhale, downward facing. 5 full breaths. Try to lengthen your spine here. Find that crease in the hip, bending the knees, pressing your ribs towards your thighs. And on your next exhale, bend the knees, look between the thumbs, walk, step or hop, feet between the hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. And hands come through heart center, Samasthiti. Go ahead and sweep your arms up. And as we exhale, reach over to the right side, Ardha Chandrasana. Inhale, back to center. And exhale over to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, and step your left foot back, finding a lunge. Drive the right knee forward, press out through the left heel. Lower the back knee to the mat, sweep the arms wide, interlace the hands above the head, and press forward and down in the hips, Anjaneyasana. Breathing into the whole front side of the body, carving out a big circle. And on your exhale, bring your hands down to frame the front foot. We'll straighten the right leg and flex the foot for Ardha Hanumanasana, our half split, reaching your heart forward. The knee can be bent here, that doesn't matter, but do pull the toes back towards the shin so you get the stretch in the calf and the Achilles. One more breath here. And as we exhale, shift the weight forward into that foot. Tuck the left toe underneath, straighten and lift the back knee, find your lunge. Leave the left hand planted and inhale the right arm up, twisting into your thigh. You could also do this with the knee on the ground if that's easier for you. One more breath here. And exhale, right hand comes down. Step the back foot to meet the front. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, and step the right foot back, finding your lunge. So really separating the thighs, driving the left knee forward, pressing out through the right heel. And then lower the back knee to the mat, sweep the arms up wide, interlace the hands above the head, press forward and down in the hip. Another nice option here would be to interlace your hands on your thigh. Makes it a little bit easier, it gives you a little more balance. As we exhale, bring the hands down to frame the front foot. We'll straighten the left leg, flex the foot for Ardha Hanumanasana. Reaching your heart long over your thigh. Again, feel free to bend the knee if you need to. As we exhale, shift the weight forward into the foot. Tuck the right toe underneath, straighten and lift the back knee. Leave the right hand planted and inhale the left arm up, twisting up to your thigh. As we exhale, bring the left hand down. Step the right foot to meet the left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. And hands come through heart center, Samastitihi. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, step back, high plank. Bring the big toes to touch. Bring the right hand under your face. Shift to the outside edge of the right foot for Vasisthasana, side plank. Option to put your right knee down if that makes it a little easier. Option also to bring that left leg up for a little more challenge. One more breath here. And then everyone bring your right knee to the mat. Kickstand the shin so it's parallel to the short edge of the mat. Lift the left leg up, finding gate pose. Flex the foot, make it a strong standing leg. Bend the top knee, reach back, find the ankle with your hand. Kick the foot into your hand and open up. Nice back bend here. Inhale, lengthen back into gate pose. Lower the leg, lower the hand. We're in high plank. Bring the big toes to touch. Left hand comes under the face, shift to the outside edge of the left foot. Right arm rises. Again, option to lower the knee or lift the top leg. One more breath here, and then lower the left knee to the mat. Kickstand the shin parallel to the short edge. Lift the right leg up, finding your gate pose. So this is just like Samastitihi. There's a long line from your crown all the way out through that heel. Take a breath here. We'll bend the right knee, reach back, find the ankle. Kick the foot into the hand. Imagine the crown of the head reaches back to the sole of the foot. Inhale, lengthen back into gate pose. Lower the leg, lower the hand. We're in high plank. And let's add a push-up. So knees down or up, yogi's choice. We're gonna hug the elbows in towards our ribs and then push right back up to high plank or half plank. We'll do that one more time and then find up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing. On your inhale, rise up to the balls of the feet, stretching out the toes. Exhale, press down to the heels. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, down. Last one. Bend the knees, look between the thumbs, walk, step, or hop, feet between the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Hands come through heart center, Samastitihi. Let's bring our big toes to touch, heels are slightly apart, and inhale, sit, Utkatasana, chair pose. As we exhale, bring the hands down to the heart. Inhale, lift the heart up to the thumbs. And as we exhale, twist to the right, use the elbow on the outside edge of the thigh, find leverage, and press down with the right hand to bring the heart up to the thumbs. Take a deep breath here. And as we exhale, turn to look down at your feet. Shift the weight into your right foot, bring the left heel up to balance in our twisted flamingo, and then step that left foot back, finding your lunge. Driving the right knee forward. If you can, once you have your balance, turn your head up and over your right shoulder and maybe split your arms. There's also an option to put the left hand on the inside of the right foot if that gives you better balance. Now visualizing our warrior two, Back heel goes down, right hand sweeps past the hip, left arm sweeps up, and we rise into warrior two. Inhale, straighten the front leg, and exhale, bend. Looking for that challenge in your thigh. Make sure this knee does not go past the heel. Inhale, straighten, exhale, bend. One more. Keep the bend in the right knee. Inhale, revolve, right arm lift. Nice stretch in the side body. Exhale, extended side angle. Let your gaze follow your hand. Inhale, revolve. Exhale, extended side angle. And one more time. Good. Inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale here. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Toe heel the back foot in just a little bit. We'll kick our hips back, finding a crease in this right hip. Reach forward as far as you can, and then bring the hand down onto the shin. Lift that left arm up for triangle pose. So try to stack shoulder on top of shoulder so it's a plumb line from your left hand to your right hand. And then try to be able to see your thumb with either eye if you were to wink them closed. Full deep breath. See if you can bring your mind into just this moment. On our inhale, rise up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten the front leg, and then toe heel the feet. Outside edge of the feet are parallel to the edge of the mat. We'll inhale, sweep our arms up, and exhale, hinge at the hips. Bring the hands right between the feet, shoulder width apart. Use the pressure of your hands against the mat to bring your chest closer to your thighs, and let your head and neck hang down. Lift up on your quadriceps here. 5 full breaths. Inhale, halfway lift, walk the hands out underneath the shoulders, and then we'll walk the hands to frame the right foot, coming back into our lunge. Step the left foot to meet the right, big toes touch, heels slightly apart. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sit, Utkatasana, arms sweep up, chair pose. As we exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Inhale, heart lifts up to the thumbs. And exhale, twist to the left, elbow goes to the outside edge of the thigh. Press down with the left hand to lift your heart up to your thumbs. You're flaring your booty back and reaching your heart forward. Nice long spine as you're twisting. Now turn to look down at your feet, shift the weight into the left foot. Bring the right heel up to balance, find your twisted flamingo. And then step the right foot back, find your twisted lunge. Once you have your balance and stability, turn your head up and over your left shoulder. And then if you can, you split your arms, but realize you can put that right hand on the inside of the knee too. Makes it a little bit easier. Visualizing your warrior two, back heel lift, sweep the arms in a big circle, and rise into warrior two. I'm just gonna change my facing. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, bend. Inhale, exhale. One more. Keep the bend in the left knee. Inhale, revolve, left arm lift. And exhale, bring the elbow to your thigh, extended side angle. Inhale, revolve. Exhale, extended side angle. And one more time. Inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale here. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Toe heel the back foot in just a little bit. Kick the hips back, finding this crease in the hip. Reach forward like you're trying to grab something, and then bring the hand down to the shin as your top arm lifts for triangle pose. Turn your chin over your right shoulder. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Toe heel the feet, outside edge of the feet are parallel to the edge of the mat again. Prasarita Padottanasana. We're gonna interlace our hands behind our back. If your shoulders are tight, use a strap or a towel to hold behind your back to give you a little more range of motion. We'll inhale, lift up, and exhale, hinge at the hips. Bringing the hands past the head, letting gravity help you. Shift the weight into the balls of the feet, lift up on your quadriceps, 5 full breaths. Inhale, exhale. Good, inhale, halfway lift. Release the hands down to the ground underneath the shoulders. You're gonna walk your hands to frame your right foot, and I want you to bend that right knee so that your hips are the same height as your shoulders. So this is a good way to stretch the inner thigh, but if your knees and hips allow, you could also drop your hips all the way to your heel and maybe balance here in full Skandasana. If you have an advanced practice and you want to take this into a bind, bring that right armpit in front of the shin, reach your arm around, your left arm goes around top, you'll find your bind and peel open the shoulder. Or you're just right here getting that stretch in your groin. So release your bind if you have one, walk your hands through center, bring them over to frame the left leg, and then bend the knee. Good, you can stay right here, opening the groin, or drop the hips all the way to the heel. Maybe find your balance, or bring that armpit in front of the shin and find your full bind. Yogi's choice. We practice to meet our bodies where they are. And then release, bring the hands underneath the shoulders, press back up through Prasarita Padottanasana. Let your head and neck hang down. And then inhale, halfway lift. We're gonna walk our hands to frame our left foot again, coming back into our lunge. And then step the right foot to meet the left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, and take the entire hand and place it underneath the foot for Padahastasana. It's also sometimes called gorilla pose. So a couple of things you can do here. If you're tight, you could widen your feet mat width apart. You can bend your knees as much as you need to get as much of your hand under your foot as possible. Or you could just put a little bit less of your hand underneath your foot. But this is one of my favorite forward folds. All of our nerve endings end in our hands and our feet. So it creates this closed circuit for our central nervous system. So when we take our 5 full deep breaths, we're actually sort of rebooting our central nervous system. So let's take a deep inhale. Exhale completely. 4 more. Nice, release the hands, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, and step back to a high plank pose. Pause here. Opportunity to put the knees down if you need to. Let's lift the right leg up. So clearly you're not gonna do this if your knees are down, but if they're not, bring the right big toe and second toe to split the Achilles. We're gonna inhale forward, exhale back. If you're on your knees, you're just gonna hold it and work your core. We're just getting a little extra stretch in our calf and Achilles. And then lift the right leg up, place it back down, lift the left foot up, bring the big toe to split the Achilles. Inhale forward, exhale back, 2 more. Good, lift that left foot up, place it back down. Now drop your knees to the mat. Drop your heart between your thumbs, lower all the way down to the belly. Lengthen out through the toes, hug the elbows towards each other, and press up into cobra pose. Drop your shoulders down and back. And then exhale, lower all the way back down. Bring your elbows wide and turn your left cheek to your hands. Lift your heels up so your shins are vertical and wash your shins side to side like windshield wipers. Lift the head and turn the right cheek to the hands. And then bring the head back to center, extend the legs out, extend your arms out like you're Superman. I want you to press your pelvis down into the mat and scoop and lift your belly like you're trying to slide something underneath it. On your inhale, lift your left arm and right leg, the diagonal line in the body. Exhale, lower. Inhale, right arm, left leg. Exhale, lower. And just alternate with the breath. Inhale as you lift, exhale as you lower. So this is a really great exercise. It helps stimulate the left side of the brain, which helps us with organization, solving problems, math facts, all kinds of good logistical things. But it also helps clear away debris in those diagonal lines in the body. So we have 2 energy systems in yoga called the Ida and the Pingala, which one rides on the right, one's on the left. And this helps strengthen and clear those lines of energy. Good, let's do 1 more time each side. And then bring the elbows wide, turn the right cheek to the hands, lift the heels up, windshield wiper the shins back and forth. Lift the head, turn the left cheek to the hands. Send the legs down long. Bring your arms by your sides. Palms are down by the hips. Now we're going to create a mudra, a seal between the big toe, heel, and the inner thigh. So bring the big toes, heels, inner thighs to touch and squeeze them together. Press your pelvis down into the mat, scoop and lift the belly. And on the inhale, lift the shoulders and head. So I want you to hold this Ardha Salambhasana or half locust, but really press the hips down so that you feel like your abdominals are working as hard or harder than the back of the body. And I want you to keep the breath nice, big, and fluid, easy breath. Nothing hard here. We're just pressing our pelvis down, gently lifting our shoulders and head. Last one, and as we exhale, turn the left cheek to the mat. Palms come up, heels come up. Wash the shins side to side. Lift the head, turn the right cheek to the mat. Good. Send the legs down long, bring your hands center, palms are down. We'll do that one more time. I'll lead you through Ardha Salambhasana, but there's an option for full locust as well. So press your pelvis down, big toes, heels, and inner thighs squeeze together. On your inhale, lift your shoulders and head. Keep the pelvis pressing down. If you want to go full locust, lift the legs and also lift the arms, but keep that breath full and steady. I do not want you holding your breath here. Like as if you've been waiting all practice just to get to this pose and you're like, yay, we're here. Good, 2 more breaths. And exhale, release, right cheek to the mat, lift the heels up, wash your shins side to side, lift your head, turn your left cheek to the mat. Good. Send the legs down long, bring the head straight, hands hover right underneath the chest, like opposite the chest. Hug your elbows towards each other and then press down, lifting up into cobra pose. Drop the shoulders down and back away from the ears, and then find your way into tabletop. Adjust the hands underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath the hips, and we'll take cat-cow circles. So on the inhale, your belly drops, heart lifts, and then bring the right hip, right shoulder closer together. Move into cat pose, rounding the spine. Left hip, left shoulder closer together, and then back to cat. We'll reverse the circle. Good, full deep breath. And do one more each side. Good, coming to a neutral spine. I want to rinse our spine to help release any tension that we might still be holding. So inhale the left arm up, twisting up to the left. You're gonna thread the arm underneath the body, lowering the left shoulder, left cheek to the mat, and then walk the fingertips on the mat above the head. And you're gonna find a line from the fingertips to the hip, gently pulling back, belly is soft here. Good, one more breath here. And then bring the right hand back underneath the right shoulder, straighten the arm as you inhale, twisting the left arm back up to the left, the way we came, and bring the hand underneath the shoulder. Inhale the right arm up, twisting up to the right, and then thread the right arm underneath the body, lowering the right shoulder, right cheek to the mat, walk the left fingertips up above the head so they're connected to the mat, and pulling the left hip back in opposition. Spine is soft, belly is soft. Good, bringing the left hand back underneath the left shoulder, straighten the arm, inhale the right arm up, twisting up to the right, and then bring that hand back underneath the shoulder. I want you to tuck all 10 toes underneath and press your hips back to your heels. Walk your hands back towards your thighs. Now, if you can, I want you to sit on your heels. If this hurts your knees at all, you should keep some weight in your hands so that it doesn't hurt your knees. But what we're doing is opening up the soles of the feet and the toe joints. And this is a really powerful posture for helping us with balance, grounding, and also boosts our immune system by hitting on the acupressure points on the tips of our toes. If you're seated, take it one step further, interlace your hands behind your back, reach the knuckles down to the toes, and peel open the chest and shoulders. Let your gaze lift. Try to soften your feet. It's sort of like the green juice broccoli pose of yoga. It's really good for you. Doesn't really taste good. One more breath. Release the hands, bring them back to the mat, release the toes, and tap them out, letting go of that sensation. I want you to widen your knees, mat width apart. Bring the big toes to touch, hips come back to the heels. Rest your forehead onto the mat and then roll your forehead side to side. Give yourself a little massage above your eyebrows. This is really good at releasing anxiety, helps stimulate intuition, also helps us with communication. We'll do one more time each side. Come back to center, shift the weight forward into the palms, tuck the toes, lift the hips, find downward facing dog. On the inhale, lift the right leg up, three-legged dog. As we exhale, bring the knee to the nose and bring your shin all the way up to your wrist. We're moving into pigeon. So toe heel the left leg back, finding full pigeon. Other option is to bring the left knee out to the side to make it a little easier for your hips. Or if this doesn't work for you at all, you could take this on your back as a figure four. So with our right leg front, we'll inhale, lift up, and exhale, gently lower down for pigeon. As you breathe, notice the breath as it flows into the back of the body. See if you can center your mind on just what the experience is, letting go of judgment, letting go of any type of criticism, and see if you can observe whatever it is you see with kindness and compassion. One more breath here. And as we exhale, bring the hands underneath the shoulders. We'll gently press up. Tuck the left toe underneath. Step the right foot to meet the left in downward facing dog. Take a full deep breath here. Exhale. Inhale the left leg up, three-legged dog. As we exhale, bring the knee to the nose. Shin comes all the way up to the wrist. Lower the back knee down and toe heel the foot back. So option to bring the right knee out to the side or take this on your back, getting your figure four. Whichever variation you're in, we'll take a deep breath and exhale, find your full expression of the posture. Breathing deeply here. Good. As we exhale, bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Gently press up. We'll swivel the right leg around front and bring the soles of the feet together. Pull the heels in towards the groin, sitting up nice and tall. As you hold onto the ankles, tilt your hips into your thighs and let your crown roll down for Baddha Konasana. See if you can just observe without judgment, without criticism, just taking note of the full experience of the pose. Your inhale, slowly roll up through the spine. We'll bring our hands behind our back, plant both feet flat on the mat, and inhale, lift up to reverse table, pressing out through the chest and shoulders, lengthening the hips towards the knees, and then bring it back down. Let your knees wash side to side, little release in the low back, and also a little massage on the back of the hips. Good. From here, go ahead and lower all the way down onto the mat. We'll hug both knees into the belly. Do a little rocking side to side. Elbows go to the inside of the knees, and then grab the outside edges of your feet. Let the knees widen, let the heels separate, and then maybe do a little rocking side to side for happy baby. And you're welcome to take this as a wild happy baby where you roll knee to ear and then you fling that leg open to get you to the other side. You take it how it feels good for you. And then release, letting go of the feet, hugging the knees in. Send the left leg down long, holding on to the right leg with the left hand. Draw the right knee across the body into a twist. You'll extend your right arm out into a T. Few full breaths here. There should be a nice opening in your chest and shoulder as well. As we exhale, roll onto the back. We'll hug the left knee into the belly, extend the right leg down long. Draw it across the body with the right hand. Extend your left arm out into a T. Breathing deeply here. And as we exhale, roll onto our back. Give the knees one more hug. If there's anything else you want to add, this is your little window, maybe 30 seconds to do any other poses you feel you need. Otherwise, send your legs down nice and long. Let your heels separate, mat width apart, toes and thighs fall open. Palms are up, eyes are closed. In Shavasana, we take the time to release from all action, to do absolutely nothing, and receive the full benefits of our practice. As we let go of all of our attachments, we sink a little deeper into the source, and we are able to renew ourselves at the most essential level. Slowly bring your awareness back to the breath. Allow your breath to deepen. Invite movement back into your body, wiggling fingers and toes, stretching through arms and legs in a way that feels good. On your next big inhale, stretch nice and long. And as you exhale, roll onto your side and slowly push your way up to a comfortable seated position. With our eyes closed, we'll bring our hands to heart center. We'll close our class and seal our practice with a thought of gratitude, bringing to our minds and hearts one thing in our lives that's really awesome and giving silent thanks. We'll bring the knuckles of our thumbs up between our eyebrows. The light in me sees and honors the light in each of you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice. Hope to see you again soon.